Welcome back to the new session. So today we are starting the system of distribution system of water distribution. Earlier we have learned the different type of sources, then the impurities in water, then how to remove these impurities or what are the type of systems of treatment usually we adopt. Then we have discussed how these water to be disinfected before we supply to the public. So now we want to know how should be the distribution, or where should we supply, or what should be the type of distribution. The following methods of distribution system are adopted for public water supply schemes. A good or well-planned distribution system shall satisfy the needs of the people, equitable supply at required quantity and quality, at adequate pressure where it needs and when it needs. The selection of any distribution method to be adopted should consider the above points. So that means whenever we are recommending a distribution system, we have to observe whether the system satisfies the needs of the public, whether we are supplying water to the public at a required pressure and the quality we are maintaining, and we are supplying when they need it. Okay, and again the quantity, how much water we are going to supply, that is the rate of distribution. All these points you have to consider when we are designing a public distribution system. Okay, now what are the commonly adopted methods? We will see. First one is the gravity system, second one combined gravity and pumping system, and third one is pumping system. So we will look into one by one. First one is the gravity system. Water is supplied based on gravity. No pumping is required unless raw water pumping units and treatment plant are located at low level or nearby hillsides. And water is supplied to lower points and have suitable for areas having natural gradient. So what is explained here, this is a small picture which is shown here, a schematic drawing. Here you can see that this is the your ground level reservoir where we store the water. Now this is the pipeline. This is the pipeline. So this is the pipeline which is supplying water from the tank. So this is the main line. Now this line is laid below the ground level of the existing tank, or below the level where the tank locates. And now the first point, consider that this is the point where we want to supply. That is the first point where you want to supply the water. So we know that when the water is stored in this particular tank, this is the top water level, it is marked here. Now water is distributing through this line. So when it reaches this point, we know the water pressure. That means here, this is the total head available, or the total static head available, is it? So now this head, when it reaches here, it will be getting reduced. It will be getting reduced. How much it is getting reduced? We know that there is a head loss, is it? When the water is passed through a pipeline, through a conduit, there will be losses. First loss is the minor loss is there, then again the friction loss is there. So how to calculate the friction loss we know, and how to consider the minor loss, that also we know. So that means the effective head available, is this much only. This much only the effective head available.